Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1027. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. If you'd like to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself and or your business, all that would be great. It would also be great if you share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what is happening. So let's get started. Let me, put on my specs and move my keyboard. And let's see what's on the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also city, county, and state governments. All right, let's see. I have more classes listed under the American Red Cross. They have some classes that are totally online, totally in person, and some are a combination of the two. So definitely check those out. Learn how to save lives. They have all these different first aid type classes. They even have first aid for pets. Let's see, where is that? For dogs and cats. They have first aid for severe trauma, first aid for opioid overdoses, babysitting basics, bloodborne pathogens training for tattoo artists. They have a lot of really interesting classes. So check them out whenever you have time. Just go to drumskywriter.com and go to the Word page. Okay, there are some city vacancies that you might want to help out with. There's these vacancies if you have like special interests, special knowledge, you want to help out. You can see what's expected of you by going to the Word page and scroll down, and you'll see the calendar. And then you'll see what I'm talking about. So let me tell you where the vacancies are. There's lots. There's at least 6. The Citizens Advisory Committee has a vacancy. Also, the Durham Affordable Housing Implementation Committee, the Durham Historic Preservation Commission, the Housing Appeals Board for tenants, and then the Mayor's Hispanic/Latino Committee, and the Participatory Budgeting Steering Committee for Youth, and that's how to spend the money on youth programming. So you might be interested in any one of those. So definitely click on the link, see what would be expected of you in terms of time, in terms of meetings, whether they're virtual, in person, or whatever. And then if you're still interested, let the city know by end of day Wednesday for your filling in on one of these vacancies, at least half a dozen. So you might want to check that out on the Word page. Okay, the Durham County Libraries, with today being Monday, they're all open until 8. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and then Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Now, speaking of the libraries, I just wanted to point out I didn't do a show on Friday. Let me apologize. I haven't done the show for a couple of days. It was hard to keep up. So many things were happening in my life, and I just had to just run around like a little uh, chicken for a couple of days, and I had to skip doing the show. I do apologize for that, but I'm back. Okay. What was I going to check? Oh, about the libraries. Let me scroll down to Durham County. Durham County Libraries. Let's see. Yeah, they're open on Sundays now. The main library, 300 North Roxborough Street downtown, they're now open on Sundays from 1 until 6. Just wanted to point that out since I was unable to do the show on Saturday or Friday. Let me scroll back up and check something real quick. Let's see. So today is October 27th. Okay. Can we still vote? Saturdays, November. Yeah, it seems like we can still vote early. I haven't voted yet. Election day is November 2nd, which is wait a minute, 4th, which is a Tuesday. So I think you can still vote early. Yeah, until November 1st, it looks like. Let's see. Let me make sure. Yeah, it looks like you still can. There are 5 places to vote early: North Regional Library, East Regional, South Regional, Durham County Board of Elections, and CCU's Turner Law Building. So definitely check out the post, which is right there on the Word page under Durham County Board of Elections. And let's now check Durham Tech Small Business Center if you want to be an entrepreneur, want to learn how, or if you want to get just some information on starting a business, running a business if you've already started one. So let's see. In terms of in person, nothing this week, but let's check the online classes. They're offered across the state and they're totally free. They're on Zoom and they're live, which means you can ask questions, which is super great. So today there's a free class from 6 until 8, Setting the Table for Food Business Series. Rules and Regulations for Food Service. And that's going to be today from 6 until 8, totally free. Here's another one: Your Small Business Taxes, and that is from 6 until 8 also. And here's one more from 6 until 8: How to Start a Small Business the Right Way. All right, so definitely check those out. All righty, let's see if there's anything else I should check on. There's so much now on this page. Just go up and down the page when you have time because there's lots and lots to check out. Okay, let's now go to the health page, To Your Health. The first thing you'll notice is a picture of ambulances, and that will take you to a page. If you click right there, it'll take you to the hospital emergency departments and urgent care clinics page with phone numbers, addresses, etc., short descriptions of the urgent care clinics. They're all different. Some are affiliated with Duke, UNC. I think I might have one for some uh, one urgent care clinic that is 24-hour, which is really great because they're not all 24 hours. There's another one that comes to your house, which is pretty interesting. So definitely check out that page. You might need that information, in the near future. Hopefully you won't, but it's there if you need it. Let's check for blood drives. Let's see if there's anything happening with the American Red Cross today. Let's see. None today, but the American Red Cross will have a blood drive where you can save lives by donating blood tomorrow at Hillside High School, 3727 Fayetteville Street, and that will be from 9 until 2, and that will be tomorrow. Let's check the blood connection. They do the same thing. Their next blood drive is also tomorrow. They'll have a crew from 10 until 2 at Humasite, and that is at 2525 East Highway 54. And then they'll have another crew later at the YMCA downtown on West Morgan Street, and that will be from 4 until 6:30. And I'll remind you tomorrow about that. Also, I need to let you know about the Health Equipment Loan Program, also known as the Health. Hey, Roxanne is here saying, "Hey, stranger." Yeah, I missed a couple of days. I know. But I've been checking out your show. Folks, you need to go to or subscribe to the Seizure the Day NC YouTube channel if you're interested in learning about epilepsy, or if you just want to see some really interesting interviews, because Roxanne is on the case. She's really doing it up. She's taking trips to Washington, D.C., advocating for the rights of people with disabilities, including, of course, people with epilepsy. So, Roxanne, thumbs up for sure. Definitely, folks, check out her channel on YouTube. And again, it's called Seizure the Day NC. Absolutely. Now, I was talking about the HELP program. It's run by the county. It stands for Health Equipment Loan Program. So people basically donate things they no longer need in terms of self-care, self-transport. I have a whole list of items that they accept and carry, the different types of walkers with and without wheels, wheelchairs, canes, crutches, items to help you in the toilet, the shower. They even have ramps, which is interesting. So if you have a wheelchair, you can definitely borrow a ramp. You can borrow any of these items for 90 days at a time, which is super awesome. Malachi's here saying hi. Hey, Malachi, happy to have you here. She always has great information for us as well. Thank you, Malachi. Absolutely. So you can donate any of these items, or you can borrow any of these items for 90 days at a time. Let me tell you where you can go. The Healthy Equipment Loan Program, again, it's run by the county. They're at 4206 North Roxborough Street on the first floor. They're open 2 days a week. So they're open Tuesdays, 10 to 2, and then Fridays, 1 until 5. All righty, let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. 406 Rigsby Avenue. They have their own parking lot. Wish it were a little bigger, but that's neither here nor there because they're awfully popular nowadays. Free parking, free membership, free activities. What don't they have? They've got a theater. They've got workout rooms. They've got a garden. They have a new raised bed garden on the, let's see, it's sort of north and let me just put it this way. It's in the front of the building and kind of to the side. Anyway, ask about it at the front desk because I think they planted a few things right after they had the grand opening last week. Now, today's Monday, so let's see what's going on this afternoon. Let's see. Bible study at 12:45, so that's in a half hour. Chair flow and flex at 1. Monday matinees. Didn't I mention they have a theater? Yes. So at 1 o'clock, they'll be passing out free popcorn and showing the movie Encanto. So that is going to be today at 1. Definitely enjoy. Also happening this afternoon, advanced watercolor. There's painting in the art studio at 1. Chair volleyball. Yes, you can play sitting down. That's at 2. And lifeline dancers at 3:30. Now, tomorrow morning, Connect Tech at 8:35, where you can get tips on how to use your technology. Seniors on the Move, line dancing at 8:35. Yes, they start early. Talk Tuesdays from 9 until noon, where counseling students from North Carolina Central University will be meeting one-on-one with people who want to talk about what they're going through, and then they can offer mental health resources. Very helpful. The Open Art Studio is open from 9 until 12:30. You can work on your art project, whatever you're working on. And Malachi is asking, when are we going out to eat? I don't know. I have to say I don't know because I'm so busy these days. But I will tell you that I will be going to the Reality Cafe on Friday. So if you're going to be at Lion Park, maybe I can pick you up on the way there. So, which means I have to change my reservation to 2 people, for 2 people. So let me know, because I know for sure I'll be going over there on Friday. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, Tuesday morning. Okay. Talk Tuesday. I mentioned that. Open Art Studio. Okay, that's at 9 o'clock. Basic Spanish class. That's at 9:30. Call and register at extension 110, and their number is 919-688-8247. Okay, let's see. Yoga Your Way at 10. And Keep It Moving Gentle Exercise at 10. American Sign Language at 11. Belly Dance, yes, they have everything, at 11:30. Crocheting at noon. And Pinochle and Afternoon Bingo both from noon until 7, because with it being Tuesday tomorrow, the center is open late until at least 7:30. Good to know if you're a 9 to 5er, you can always stop off after work and do workout or play cards or whatever. So that's always fun. Let me check the special events real quick. Today's the 27th. Ooh, I wish I could have. See, it's really hard to announce things that happen Monday mornings because the show starts at noon. But just to let you know, I think this is probably last Monday of every month. I don't know, but definitely happening right now. Just ended at 12:15. The Introverts Social Group, where you can make new friends and connections in a small, no pressure setting with games and conversation. So I hate to mention it now because it just ended, but just keep up with the calendar by going to durhamskywriter.com and just checking at during the weekend as to what's happening on Mondays, because I can't. It's hard to let you know what's happening on Monday mornings. Frustrating. Okay. Now at 12:30 in 15 minutes, there's going to be a legal talk with legal advisor Rick Messimer. It's called the Senior Legal Advisor Presentation. So he always talks about really interesting legal topics of special interest to us seniors. And he's so full of knowledge. He's a great guy. So that's going to start in 15 minutes at the Durham Center for Senior Life. You don't have to register, just pop in and go to the classroom. Now tomorrow at 12:15 they're going to have what they call the monthly member check-in, where people who go to the senior center regularly and have a real interest in it, you get to talk with the head honchos at the center. You can bring your lunch if you like. And then you can talk with them about the programming, share your ideas. Maybe you think they need to have a class that's not being offered now. Maybe you want to volunteer to lead a class or hold a special event. So definitely let them know what your thoughts are. They'll let you know what's happening in the future, or they'll be asking your opinion, etc. So if you're really interested in what's going on at the senior center, definitely stop by tomorrow at 12:15 in the theater. And like I said, bring your lunch if you want to do that. All righty, and now let's go to the Let's Go page. That's the calendar of events page. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Let me go back to the health page real quick, because I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to click on the button at the top of the page that is labeled Health Events, because there might be an event or two that I can announce. Let's see. Today's the 27th. See what I would have missed? See? I'm so glad I checked. Oh, wait. Malachi is saying Lion Park. Okay, cool. We'll meet at Lion Park. Now, the lunch at Reality Cafe. And folks, let me tell you what I'm talking about. Reality Cafe is an activity center for people with developmental disabilities. And they have a club. They have a like a restaurant club or food preparation club. So once a month, they they put together. Not only went once for the first time. Was it last month or 2 months ago? Anyway, oh my goodness, they make a handcrafted meal, and then they invite Durham to come out and enjoy the meal for free. It was restaurant quality. They had butter chicken. It was kind of like an Indian or Middle Eastern. I'm not really familiar with that cuisine theme. You talk about some good eating, restaurant quality. I don't know what they'll be serving this Friday, but boy, I highly recommend that you check it out. You'll have to go to their website. I have the link. Go to the Drum Sky Writers Let's Go page and scroll down to Friday, which is October 31st. And then I have the link so you can go ahead and register. Hopefully, they're not sold out, but we'll see. Anyway, so Malachi, so since it starts at noon, I'll probably want to pick you up by at least 11:30 ish, between 11:30 and 11:45. So if you're going to be there at Lion Park, I'll pick you up. Then we can go to Reality Cafe, and I can bring you back to Lion Park. So we can do that. Okay, so what I'll have to do, let me write this down. So I'll have to change my, let's see, Reality Cafe. So I'll have to say that two people are coming as opposed to just me. All right. All righty. So, where was I? Where was I? Right, I was checking the health events, which I neglected to do. So, today, Duke, they'll be hosting the Prostate Cancer Support Group meeting. It's virtual and it will be from 4 until 6. You can click on the link that I provided. So you go to the health page, go to Your Health. At the top of the page, you'll see this round button and it says Health Events. So click there and you'll be taken to this page that I'm looking at right now. Then you can click on the link under Prostate Cancer Support Group and go ahead and register for that. Also, let's see. That's tomorrow. So tomorrow is the young adult cancer meetup. Tell you about that tomorrow. Okay, now let me go back to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page, and then let me see what is happening. So going on right now, every day through Sunday, November 2nd, is Dia de los Muertos Ofrenda, and that is Day of the Dead offering. It's an ancient Mexican ritual or event. It's taking place this year in Duke Chapel, 407 Chapel Drive. They have plenty of accessible parking and regular car vehicle parking. It's sort of, you'll see it if you go down Science Drive. I don't know if you can get to it if you go. I know the official address of Duke Chapel is 407 Chapel Drive. I know when I go to Duke Chapel or have been to Duke Chapel, I actually parked in the lot on Science Drive. So you might want to use your GPS and make sure that you're going to the right address for parking. But anyway, this offering is where you are honoring someone in your family or someone you know and really loved or liked. And if they died within the past year, I think the way it works is the offering is a picture of your loved one or friend, and you're putting it on, it's sort of like an altar or whatever. They also have art that you can enjoy, and you're just honoring the person that you're missing right now. And with it being Duke Chapel, I'm sure you can stay for a little bit and make do a little prayer, or just sit and just enjoy the chapel's beautiful. Is really gorgeous, and just have some quiet time. That should be really nice for reflecting. So that is every single day, today through Sunday the 2nd, from 10 in the morning until 8 in the evening. So definitely check that out. Duke Chapel's official address is 407 Chapel Drive. Okay, the Hayti Heritage Center's Heritage Rhythms African dance class is this evening, 6:30 until 8. The Hayti Heritage Center is on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. So this is upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium. So they're going to have music from the African diaspora. They start out with deep breathing and conditioning, and then they get into the cardio intensive African dance moves. The weekly class fee is $10, and I have a link to their Facebook page so you can keep up on what they're up to. It's from 6:30 until 8. The Carolina Theater of Durham, they're putting on a very special event today. Now, their retro film series, they've been featuring Halloween movies and just classic movies in general year round. Usually the tickets are $12, but today the tickets are a little more because they're doing a little more. So today they'll have a special screening at 7 o'clock from 7 until 9 of the 1920 horror classic. Robert Veen's The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. It's a classic. It's from 1920. It's a silent movie. Now, you're not going to be just sitting in silence watching this movie. Again, 1920. That's more than 100 years. Oh my goodness. So here's what they're doing. They have a film score. It's composed by Eric Schwartz and is performed live. We're talking chamber music performed live to the movie, performed by a Mallarmé Music Ensemble, viola, cello, oboe, keyboard, and soprano. Tickets are a little more, they're 30, but after all, you just let's just admit it, you have to pay the musicians, right? So that's why it's $30 today. But what an experience watching a more than 100-year-old horror classic accompanied by a live music ensemble. That sounds like a lot of fun. So that again is going to be from 7 until 9 this evening. Now, I do have a link. If you don't know at all what the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is all about, you can watch the trailer on YouTube. So I have the link right there on the Let's Go page. You can watch it and say, you know what? I do want to pay 30 and check out this movie accompanied by Mallory Music. So there you go. It's going to be this evening at 7. Now, tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they're going to have a rabies vaccination clinic. They do this on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So what you do, you call, got the phone number right there on the Let's Go page. You make your appointment either between 9:30 and 11 or between 2 and 3:30. Then you bring your pet in. There's special rules, certain rules rather, that you have to follow. So you bring in your pet, and of course, $10 for each pet, exact change only. And that is going to be at 3005 Glen Road. Also happening tomorrow, the East Regional Library. They have the over 50 crowd for the older set, people in my age group, meeting together, just hanging out, enjoying free coffee, free tea at the East Regional Library, which is at 211 Lick Creek Lane. So from 10 until 11:30, older folks can just hang out at the library. And let's see. Oh, one more thing I need to mention. New Visions of Africa restaurant at 1306 Fayetteville Street. They're going to have their grocery giveaway. They do this every Tuesday, starting at 12:30. So if you are in need, definitely stop by. If you have a rollaway cart, bring that with because sometimes they give away. I see people struggling. Sometimes they give away so much food. If you're driving, you can. There are like two parking spaces in front, but if you don't want to chance that, you can go around the back and park in the Measurement Incorporated parking. Measurement Incorporated, the W.D. Hill Recreation Center parking lot. Oh my goodness. So they don't mind at all. If you're on the bus, it's the 5 or the 5K bus. And that again is tomorrow starting at 12:30. All right, let me put my iPad down here, grab my phone, and let us check the weather. It was raining, it was drizzling. So let's see what's in the forecast, shall we? All righty. It's only 57. I don't think we're not gonna reach 60 today. So anyway, it's 57 degrees and it's definitely cloudy on Cap Street. And it was drizzling. Now, oh, they changed the forecast. Okay, it was supposed to start drizzling at 1. It looks like that's been moved back to 5 ish. 50% chance of rain at 5. And then it looks like if it does rain, it'll be between 5 and, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, all night. Okay, well, there you go. Now, tomorrow, no, today's high, let me tell you what today's high is 59, so just short of 60 degrees. And it looks like tomorrow is going to rain. It says 100% chance of rain. So it's probably going to rain somewhere in Durham for sure. The high tomorrow will be only 53. Oh my goodness, fall is definitely here. Oh my goodness. But it's going back up to 64 next week. So let's look ahead for the rest of this week. So 59 today, 53 Tuesday, tomorrow, 58 Wednesday, 62 Thursday, it's better, 60 Friday. So it's not bad. And it looks like we're gonna have a rainy week. The sun will come back out on Friday. So we can definitely look forward to that. But yeah, it's gonna be a little rainy and a little cool. Now for let's look ahead to Halloween because after all, the kids are gonna be out having fun. So the high will be 60. So it's not too bad. So with their costumes, maybe they can put on like a very light jacket or a sweatshirt and then put their costume on top. So that should work. And it's going to be sunny. So that's nice. That'll be nice for Halloween. Okay. Gotta look out for the little ones. Gotta look out for the little ones. I think that is it for today's show. I do hope that you have a beautiful afternoon. And let me check for comments. Oh, Roxanne is saying pray for the people in Jamaica. Yeah, I've been watching. I've been dipping in on YouTube, and I watched what do you call it, a street cam or whatever live cam, and it just showed debris on us. It looks like maybe the storm had already hit this particular area in Jamaica, and I just saw like a little bit of like trash on the streets, but it looked okay. Um, I don't know if it's officially really hit Jamaica yet. So maybe what I saw was like maybe like this like a little minor thing. So yeah, definitely pray for the people in Jamaica because it might not have totally hit yet. In fact, right after I finish the show, I will go to YouTube and check to see what's happening in Jamaica for sure. Thank you for that reminder, Roxanne. Definitely. So, with that being the end of the show, I will bid you adieu and hope you have a great afternoon. Take your umbrella just in case, you never know. This is Durham. A weather forecaster told me because we're right in the middle between the mountains and the ocean that our weather is a little bit more volatile and a little harder to predict. So I like to bring my rain jacket with me wherever I go on days like this. So have your rain jacket or your umbrella or whatever, because again, you just never know. Even though it says five, just a minute ago it said 1 o'clock, and now it's saying five. So yeah, take your umbrella. You just never know. And with that, ciao for now. See you. I'm saying see you tomorrow, but let me check my schedule because last week was crazy. I mean, I was finding out about things last minute that I just couldn't do the show for a few days. Okay, so I don't have anything scheduled for tomorrow. So it looks like yes, I'll be doing the show live tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, however, yeah, I'll be picking you up, Malachi. So Friday, I'll be at Reality Cafe on Monday at noon for their special um, lunch at Reality Ministries. So I'll be doing the show, I guess, early on Friday. But I'll be seeing you at noon tomorrow, as far as I know. So I can say ciao for now.